Hello, my name is Shure. Enjoy. Hello and welcome back to another ASMR film review. And in today's episode we will be reviewing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Very exciting, I know. Right. Before this video begins, as ever, there will be spoilers throughout. So you have been warned, and enjoy the review. Right. Let's begin with a quick plot summary of the film. So the film takes place many generations later, well, around 300 years after the last Planet of the Apes film, where Caesar is now dead, and it is set a long time after that. The film opens with a quick text saying humans can no longer speak. There has been a viral outbreak killing almost something like 95% of all humans. Only very few remain, but now the apes are the dominant and high of the food chain species. They are now at the top. The apes can now talk, and they can use more tools, and they are a lot more intelligent than before. So the film begins where we meet Noah as he travels with two other apes to collect a special hawk egg. They are a clan of apes that train these birds like pets to catch them fish and just as companions. So they are the hawk or the falcon clan, and they use these birds. So he sets out with two other apes to track down these eggs, and they eventually find the eggs. Noah goes off. He doesn't get his egg, however, because they have a law where they can only take eggs and leave one egg behind. So he has to go on a separate, dangerous climb to gather his egg. But anyway, they all eventually get their eggs, and they take them back to their kind of camp where they all live together in these treetop houses where they have big birds' nests on the top. But anyway, they all live in peace. They enjoy the company of the birds. They use them. But one day they venture out, and they notice that there is a echo loose in the forest somewhere. And an echo to this tribe is their word for a human. So this human is running around stealing stuff from their horses. And they eventually go out. Noah goes out, and he notices that some of his ape clan have been attacked by these bad gorilla tribe. I think they were called something like the Caesar tribe. However, they have twisted his words and are now going on a rampage. So they attack the village that Noah is in, the bird tribe, and they burn it down, and they kill Noah's father. However, they have a fight. One of the gorillas and Noah have a fight, and he is knocked unconscious, and when he awakes, he finds that the villagers have all been taken, and he is the only one there remaining. His father is killed in battle, and his mother has been taken, and his two close friends. So the following story that takes out is he's kind of after a revenge fetch quest where he must retrieve his clan and rescue them along with his mother. And on his way there he also encounters a human woman who also accompanies him because the plot demanded it. I don't know why she was really there, but as they travel they meet Rocco or Rockow, and he has these books and he teaches Noah a little about human and how these books can be used to teach the humans, and he finds out that the woman is also there to try and retrieve these books to help teach humans. Anyway, as they go on, they get attacked and eventually captured by the bad gorillas and apes. And Noah, the woman, and Rockow unfortunately gets killed in some water, but he's not in it long enough. He was actually quite an interesting character, but they killed him off too soon. But anyway, they take Noah and the woman to this almost like a fortress. They have a huge walled base next to the sea, and there is a big, huge vault gate that they are trying to get into, a big vault door. Anyway, they meet another human there. Both the humans can speak for some reason, which contradicts the main title sequence, but anyway. They both get there, and eventually they find out that the bird clan is there, and he is going to try and rescue them. But the woman that is there is after something that's locked inside the vault. So they find a secret entrance to the vault. Noah reunites with his two friends, and the three apes and the woman find a back passage into the ventilation system and sneak in, and then you find out that the woman was never after the books. However, she was after some satellite hard drive key. But anyway, they eventually get through, they open the door, and then the bad apes are waiting for them, because his goal, the bad ape, he was kind of the king. He wore this crown, was quite menacing, and his main goal was to get in, and now they are in. He thanks Noah, but then they have a secret plan. They blow up this seawall and flood the whole place because they don't want the bad apes to get there. But anyway, they eventually go through the whole thing, floods, and the film ends with Noah defeating the bad ape and the woman returning back to her secret base where she delivers the hard drive, and it finds out that it operates these huge satellite dishes, which definitely wouldn't work with the amount of holes in it. But anyway, that's basically the plot. And now on to my positives and negatives. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit hesitant on this film. I have a lot more negatives than positives. However, let's start with the positives. Firstly, I've got to say the general look and aesthetics of the film are done very, very well. Similar to almost like a Avatar vibe, but not as good as Avatar was. Perfect. But anyway, the landscapes and everything do look fantastic, and the whole feel of the film, especially the VFX of the apes. I mean, at some times it was a little weird. The motions weren't quite right, but a lot of the close-ups and stuff, the fur simulations, and just the general VFX were done extremely well. I did really like the landscapes, also just the character designs as well. I really like the way they look. The armor, the bad guy, how he looked really menacing with the crown. The general costume design, how the humans are all tribal and the apes have advanced to wear their own special clothings, face paints, warrior styles, and just the general look of the film. I thought that side of it was done very, very well. I really enjoyed it. It's a very visually striking film, which is nice. However, unfortunately, as you could probably gather, I was not really the biggest fan of the film, and I think there are a lot more negatives than positives. And I will begin with saying immediately, the first thing you see is a little bit of white text on a black background, giving you a little background if you haven't seen the other films. And it says in the text, the viral outbreak has destroyed, all of humans. However, the humans that remain can no longer speak. However, we are introduced to two humans initially, and they both can speak. So I was instantly thrown off, thinking, why would you include that a bit of backstory if the humans can't speak? Why are every single human we are introduced to in the film can speak, except the little tribe, people that were by the waters and zebras? I get that they're the people that probably can't, but it just seemed a bit, why would you say that? Anyway, a minor detail, very picky. However, that wasn't the main problem. I think that the main problem with the film is its duration. This film is 2 hours and 25 minutes, I believe. And my goodness, it feels like 2 hours and 25 minutes. This film really, really drags on and can get extremely boring in parts. I kind of get that they were going for this, visually striking thing. However, it just went on way, way too long. You could have chopped this film down to about an hour and a half, and I think it would have been actually very good. My favourite part of the entire film are when the tribe initially gets attacked and the last 10 minutes when the base gets flooded. I think that visually they're brilliant and they are very entertaining. However, these sequences last 5 to 10 minutes over a film that is 2.5 hours long. 5 to 10 minutes of interesting story to 2 hours and 10, maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes of just walking about. I really, really felt like it dragged on a lot longer than I thought it had to. And also, another thing that I was quite annoyed about was the whole ending plot sequence. So, if you don't know, water finds a natural level that's like a constant. The film is, as a physical standpoint, it's meant to be, this is planet Earth. However, if you look in the film, the final vault and the water does not go higher than the vault door, maybe halfway up, if that. I mean, the camera shots are a little tricky to see the orientation of the water level. However, when the base floods in the end, it definitely doesn't just flood the whole thing, because that's not how water works. I know this sounds very nerdy and I probably shouldn't be bothering because this is a film about apes that go on a rampage. However, I just really wanted to pick out that the water level, as soon as the base got initially flooded, whatever that sea level would be, that's where the water would finally lay in this fortress, this underground fortress. And I'm sure from the shots that you've seen, the water level is maybe halfway up the vault door, if that. So how the whole base floods just doesn't make any sense, because water can't go higher than the level it is set at, unless I am missing something super obvious here. And please let me know in the comments if I'm getting this wrong. but it just doesn't make sense that the base would flood when the sea level would stop it from flooding. Anyway, that's quite a nerdy problem with it, but my main problems with it is just very long and boring. However, my final conclusion of the film, it was okay. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed parts of it. However, I just felt that most of it just went on for way too long. The VFX side of it was great. However, it's a little trippy when you see apes speaking like humans. That just throws the mind off, seeing how their mouths move to match a human mouth. I don't think it works quite as well as they thought, because apes' mouths move a little different to human mouths, and having human dialogue come through an ape's mouth, I think it just tricks the brain into thinking, whoa, this doesn't look quite right. However, that's just a minor nitpick. But overall, I know this may disappoint some people, but unfortunately this film just wasn't for me. My final score, I will be giving Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes a solid 2.5 out of 5. Yes, that's probably disappointed some, but unfortunately this film just wasn't for me. So, that was my review of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought, and if someone would like to challenge me about that water thing, just let me know. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching.